it's finally working. I'm getting people now to, ooh, ouch. Oh, no, I didn't hurt myself. I just poked on something that's in the grass. That's from a bush that poked me in the toe. If I get any negative feedback from you mega chuds, you're off for just that comment even. God damn. Excuse my language, that hurt. Okay. I'm not going to be able to share everything about me in one video, or what I can share, or I choose to share. The most main thing I'm going to share is I'm a full-time caregiver. Now that this is finally working. I'm a full-time caregiver 24/7 for my father. It's been, let's see, on my own by myself, about 8 years. Yeah, it's been about 8 years. Maybe even 8.5 to 9. And I'll explain why I can't remember certain things later. That'll be on another video. He's had mental health issues since I was 2 years old. And it took him a long time to finally be stabilized on medication. If I get negative feedback about that too, you're going mega chuds on that too, and I'll call you out. But mostly, I'm not the caregiver because of that. And I'm not the caregiver for the second thing. I did inherit my lazy eye from him. It's genetic. He has it too. Fortunately, he only got a patch, and his parents, my grandparents, God rest their souls, did not patch the right eye. So it's never been right. But they never got him any surgery or anything, so it's never been corrected. The main reason I'm taking care of him, he's got a lot of health problems. Here we go. Back in 1999, he started having symptoms of MS. But he didn't get diagnosed till, 2017. Yeah, it took him, we kept getting gaslit. We kept going, his original doctor back then, she was great. She said, well, we don't see enough lesions to diagnose it as MS, so we can't really do anything, except he did a steroid treatment back then. It got him pretty much in remission and pretty good for another year. When we went to go back, and he started having another symptom. And we thought, well, we better take him to our primary doctor we had back then. Send him back to her. But apparently she quit and she up and moved. So we went to another doctor, and I hate to say this, he gaslit us. He just said it was his mental illness, and blamed it on everything else. And plus insurance said unless you have a diagnosis and treatment plan, we are not going to pay for further testing. And he said in a snotty, I can't diagnose or treat it unless we run one of these tests. My mom told you think I'm bad on here with my mouth. Oh, if you knew my mom, some of you guys would have got a kick out of her. A lot of people say I'm like her personality-wise. Besides looking like her. Well, anyway, so we stopped going. Then he started having more and more symptoms. Let's see, I can't remember. That'd be 2000 when that happened. So about a couple years later, I don't even remember when exactly, what year it was. And he went to we switched primary doctors, which we don't have that primary doctor either. And I'll tell you about why that one either, why we don't have that one. But that one, he sent because the other one we had retired. So we had a new primary doctor, so he sent us to another neurologist. That one, excuse my French, he didn't do jack shit either. And then we went to another one. He ran tests. He just says, it's all white matter from old age. And he pretty much gaslit us too. Then when my mom got sick 8 years ago, before she passed away, my dad got worse. So we got him another neurologist. We went back to that neurologist, and he didn't want to do a damn thing. He just kept ignoring it. And then when my mom passed away, we decided we found a new primary doctor, and she says, you really need to get another neurologist to get to the bottom of this. We think you have MS. And sure enough, this new neurologist ran some tests, found more lesions, and finally diagnosed my dad with MS. He wanted to start my dad off on high-powered stuff. He did not want to start high-powered treatments. He was scared to do it. Plus, insurance didn't want to pay for that either. So they just were watching it. Now, fortunately, he's on a pill form of treatment. But the problem is it's too late. The damage has been already done. He's had UTI after UTI. He's had a couple hospital visits and got sepsis because of it. And every time he gets that, it affects his MS even more. And he's got problems. He also has type 2 diabetes. He's got heart problems on a bunch of heart and blood pressure medication. He also has a CPAP machine, which we can't get the refill supplies because of this fucking ass Taco Tits and his stupid fucking bill won't let him get the supplies and pay, and they want him to pay out of pocket, which is really, really expensive. So we're just having to let him sleep with oxygen and hope that's enough. So that's basically why I'm my father's caregiver. So that's one thing about me. So when I do some of these videos, you probably hear him in the background having his problems. And the reason why sometimes I can be on here a lot is because the only joy he has now, besides me and our dog Buster, which you'll see, probably have seen on my page a few times, which I'll try to post him more. My dad's watching TV. And I'm able to do them then. Otherwise, I am his sole caregiver, and we do have a nurse that's right now. I don't know how much longer that's going to be, because he has to have an indwelling catheter because of his MS, like I said. And she has to come out so often. Sometimes my dad doesn't even last the whole 3 weeks to a month. He starts rejecting it like today. So I'm waiting to hear from her when she's coming. She says she's coming tomorrow, but she hasn't even said what time. Hate that when they give you a day, but they never give you a time. Go figure. But it's a nurse room, home health care. I don't know how much longer we're going to be doing that either. This whole thing with Taco Tits is bullshit. Oh, and anybody that's been wondering, I've heard some people wonder where I got Taco Tits from. There is a podcast. I know this is kind of off topic now, but there's a podcast called I've Had It. They have two lady hosts and one lady called Taco Tits. Speaking of him, that was him. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. Well, as I was saying, just in case you couldn't hear me because the phone was going off, and then I better get back in. I got the Taco Tits here from TikTok and also from a podcast called I've Had It. The two lady hosts, one especially, if you watch her on YouTube, she's always calling, most of the time, she has all these nicknames for Trump, and one of them is called Taco Tits. And I found this podcast from a friend / follower on here. Thank you for that. So that's it for now about me. I'll try to post a little bit each day if I can. If I can remember to even do that. So that's mostly what I do is like I said, my caregiving duties. So I got to go back in the house and do my caregiving duties some more. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, and as my mom used to say, and I have said on here before, signing off over and out for this segment.